Yo, please enjoy this video. I just want to say, like, if there's a little, I don't know what the noise was. There's a little background noise for like the first 4 minutes or so of the video. So you can skip ahead to about 4 or 5 minutes if it's really bothering you. You could still tell what I'm saying, but it was just a little kind of, it annoyed me. I didn't want to refilm it though. I'm lazy, so I just filmed this. But yeah, just skip ahead to about 5 minutes into the video if it's bothering you, and then it should be good. And then the second half of the video, I'm doing voiceover, which you can kind of hear me. It gets better and worse at some points, but stick with me. It's DIY, YouTubing is what it is. Enjoy. Yo, what up, man? Hope y'all had a good weekend. I know I sure as hell did. Pretty amazing. Got to do one of the coolest BMX weekends I've ever had. And, that's pretty much what I like to do is have great BMX weekends. So you can check this one at the top of the list. I got a little breakdown video with some footage, try to get some good stuff, try to get everybody, but I was having too much fun riding myself. I did a voiceover with this, so I already listened to it. I was going to redo it, but I don't really like to redo stuff. I'm kind of lazy. And also I thought parts of it were really good, but check it out. Give it a listen. Basically, I'm going to run through the weekend real quick. I started off Friday, last minute decision to go to the Birth of BMX Freestyle book release party. I found out I had some friends going and the tickets were sold out, but they said that if you show up, you can get in last minute. So thanks to Ryan Fudger at RBMX, I ended up getting in. And also the help of Kate Kate Board on Instagram. She was there helping out Bloom BMX as like a street reporter, kind of covering it, which is really cool that, if you're a BMX media outlet, you okay? All right, one of my little puppies is having a little coughing fit. But anyway, if you're a BMX media outlet and you're running it and you can't get there yourself, it's nice if you can have somebody else cover it for you. So Bloom does that. RBMX does that all the time. Unfortunately, I know Fudger was super busy this weekend, and I don't know if they had coverage from RBMX. But there's a bunch of great coverage of this event. You've got Samar covering it with STF. You had Scott Town with Greystoke. Hopefully they'll do some covering. Little Wolf was covering the Roasta Mesa thing for Bloom BMX. So there should be a bunch of great actual professional footage coming out. I have some iPhone stuff, but it's still really good stuff, and we're going to go through some of that today. But yeah, I saw a bunch of homies at this old school event. They were there honoring Bob Osborne, who was the creator of BMX Freestyle magazine. The thing about BMX when it was first coming out, this is before the internet and before even video, was just, pictures. And if you're a kid like me, the way that you discovered things was like just, in your library or going to the grocery store, going down the magazine aisle. I would see Guns and Ammo, and I would see Ninja magazines, and I would see BMX and skateboard magazines. And I was like, what is this, And I would get these magazines, and it was amazing because back in the day when we were trying to figure it all out, all you saw was like the picture of the guy in the air. And you didn't know how he got there. You didn't know what the run-up looked like. You didn't know how fast he was going or how many times it took to get him to get that photo. You just saw the photo and had to figure it out on your own. Now with YouTube and stuff like that, I mean, you can go, there's how-to videos. You can watch people. You can see how sketchy the run-up is or the landing. And we didn't have that. But Bob Harrow, what he did was he made BMXers look like heroes. And they talk about this in the magazine. He would get these shots that you would see these guys and you're like, oh my God, it's incredible, and it made these dudes literally look like heroes. Like when I was growing up, some of the BMXers that I saw in magazines, I was just as stoked on them as I was like Superman or Batman or whatever. In fact, more so. I didn't even get into like comic book stuff until they started making movies. I didn't read. I've never read a book in my life. But I looked at every single BMX magazine I could and skate magazine, and I would read those articles. So, basically my whole education came from this. I have like about a third grade, maybe education at school, and the rest of it came from, BMX magazines. And I owe that all to guys like Bob Osborne. His daughter Wendy was there, and it was hysterical because they were showing pictures. There was this beautiful girl riding and taking photos. And I was like, man, she was beautiful. And I said that out loud. And one of the guys looked over at me and said, that was every BMXer's first crush. And it was Wendy Osborne. And she was there. And let me tell you, she still looks amazing. Yeah, her and RL obviously went on to be a BMX legend. And, you had guys like Bob Osborne there. And then you had like literally every OG guy, every OG guy that was like anybody was there. I mean, I saw Brian Lopes there. I saw Keith Mulligan there, Chris Moeller, Robbie Morales. And those are like newer guys. You know, Pova was there. Blyther was there. I got to meet Hans No Way Ray for the first time. And Hans No Way Ray is a trials biker, one of the best original trials biker. Trials is like where you have a different kind of setup and you hop up on rocks. And all right, so I had a little glitch right there with the memory, but basically I was talking about Hans No Way Ray and the trials riding, and yeah, it's just amazing the amount of people there. You would look at these guys, and you would you knew that looking around that room, like 70% of the people there were like dudes, and it was just all love. They had great food. Wahoo Fish Tacos, I think, catered it. Free beer, free drinks, waters, whatever you wanted. Just an overall great event. So yeah, if you missed out on it, you can get the book. I think it's March 1st it drops. It's like a big book. It's like a coffee table book, and the pictures in it are going to be just incredible, and the stories behind it. Some of the footage they showed, man, was rad too. I mean, like, you think that a lot of the riding you see these days, it's new, but these dudes have been riding and like ripping bowls and pockets and tables, and like bull riding has been evolving, but it was really badass right from the start. I mean, Steve Salba, who's one of the OG pool skate guys, I was lucky enough to get a session with him and Gilbert Gonzalez and Corey Walsh. So I'm sitting in the pool when I first started riding pools with Corey Walsh, arguably the best pool rider, probably even unarguably the best pool rider on the planet. Gilbert, who's probably, in my opinion, top 5, definitely top 10 as far as pools in the world. Most underrated rider in pools, Gilbert Gonzalez. And then you've got Steve Alba, who's the OG pool god for skating. And I'm sitting in a pool with these 3 dudes, and I'm like, what have I done to get here? That's what the coolest thing about BMX is, man. You go, and if you're chilling and you're cool, these dudes will talk to you. They're super nice. Steve even has a reputation, or had a reputation for not being so cool with BMXers. And I'm sitting there talking to him, and he's like, dude, you want to hear something crazy? The first time I ever rode a pool was on a bike. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. He goes, no. He goes, yeah, let me ride your bike. I said, what? I said, you, Steve Albert, want to ride, and his brother's Mickey Albert, also a legend, want to ride my bike in a pool? And I'm like, careful, dog. It's got free coaster, 2 pegs at the time. Now I have 3, and then I took all of them off. But I had 2 pegs at the time, free coaster, and no brakes. And he's like, yep. And I got actually clips of him riding in the pool. It was epic. But anyway, I got off on a tangent. So yeah, getting back to the event, it was just amazing. Everybody was there. Pova, Blyther, I mean, it just endless. So you would look at these dudes, that's what I was talking about. You would look at these dudes and you knew that like 90% or 70% of these guys were dudes. And then you would like start talking to them, or I was just asking people if I didn't recognize them. I'd be like, yo, who's that? And Rob Morales helped me out with this a lot. I thought Brian Lopes looked like, oh, what the fuck is his name? Chris. Shit, I'm having a brain fart. But anyway, so I was getting confused, and I was like, yo, who's that? And he's like, oh, that's such and such. And then you look at him again, and we've all aged a little bit, but you can see them in their face, and you're like, oh my God, yes, it is. It's that dude. And so it was just epic, and a lot of these dudes still ride, which is great. And even Scott Town hit me up, and he's like, well, I hit him up. I was like, man, it was such nice to meet you, and you're ripping. And he's like, yeah, it's great to meet people who are still riding also. And it's a great point. I mean, if you can stay involved in BMX, and at any level, it's great. But if you're out there riding also at any level, if you're hitting a curb or riding down the sidewalk, or if you're on a 29-inch or whatever you're doing, or maybe you move to mountain bikes or hardtails or whatever, but if you're out there riding, it makes it even all that much more special. So make sure to keep riding, no matter what. In fact, I have an 80-year-old father-in-law that lives with me. He's like almost blind, almost deaf, just had a hip replacement, and he bugs me every day to go out and ride his bike. He can ride a bike really good. He just can't see. So I literally run with my father-in-law, 80 years old, the same way I ran with my 2-year-old when he was learning how to ride a bike on a BMX track, and I'd run behind him just to make sure he could get up the hills. I'm doing that now with my 80-year-old father-in-law, and I just convinced him to maybe get a trike so that he doesn't have to worry about stopping fast and putting his foot down. But don't ever stop. There's no reason to stop. I mean, being blind is a tough one, but I mean, there's blind skaters. There's people that have disabilities that ride, and they actually have contests, wheelchair contests. In fact, the guys who I work for, Action Park Alliance, do. Victor Nelson has put this thing together. There's an actual league and a world championship for people with disabilities and in wheelchairs or blind. I've met the coolest people. These guys, they all shred. So never stop riding. That's the whole key. But anyway, I'm gonna let this video go ahead and start. I'm just looking real quick if there's anything I missed out on. There's a couple shout outs. I want to shout out the NorCal boys. These guys came in deep. They had a crew, the STF boys and the blue collar boys. They came in and represented. We had so much fun, and the stoke levels were through the roof. But anyway, this is the intro. Sorry it took a little long. This video was going to be about 10 minutes. Now it'll probably be about 20 minutes. Enjoy. Stay with it till the end. There's some good stuff in there. Constructive criticism, feedback is always good. Likes, dislikes, whatever. I'm not going to get into that. I'm not doing that for nothing. I'm doing this because I'm having fun with it. And hopefully you can come hang out with me and enjoy some of the clips that I got and maybe relate with some of the things that I'm saying. So enjoy. Now you can start when I'm like almost over there. Or you can start filming out and get the whole fucking behind the scenes.
Yeah, so your boy got some footy from this weekend starting out. It was pretty amazing weekend, probably one of the coolest weekends I've had in BMX. But this footage right here is from the BMX Freestyle book that's coming out, the Road to BMX. It's about the beginning, BMX Freestyle magazine and all that stuff. Bob Osborne, an absolute legend, putting BMX on the map. They talk about how he made BMXers look like heroes. It's true, before the internet, that's how we got started. Look at this amazing event. I mean, I met so many people here and saw so many people. It was wild because you would see people, and it's been 10, 20 years since I've seen maybe more. And then I'm recording this outside, by the way. But yeah, like this right here. I was hanging out with Dave Volker, and he's like, you know who this guy is? And as he's looking up, he's like, it's Hans. And I'm like, no way. Hans No Way Ray is one of the greatest bicyclists ever. But it was just a good time. There's going to be a lot of footage coming out about that. On the way down there, I got to get a couple laps with my boy Gilbert, and my friend from Lumpy from Texas flew out, and he got some laps with us. This is South Fontana Skate Park. Gilbert is just a beast.
Yeah.
And he goes off everywhere he goes. He dominated Swamp Fest a couple years ago at the Bowl Jam, and he did really good at the Volcom Roasta Mesa Jam, which is what this video is going to have some clips.
I was at a loss for words. I didn't even know what to say.
I did get a lot of good stuff. Mumbled. So I'm stoked. Like I said, you couldn't get, that's Lumpy right there. You couldn't get the smile off my face. But
hey, you're not in Texas dude, anymore,
man.
Dorothy.
And Lumpy rides the same frame as me, the Corey Anastasio Metal Eagle.
Yeah, you got the fit Vico.
So we're like brothers in arms in that sense.
We got the
but
double
that's the
metal
dude
Eagles
right
today?
there.
Oh snap!
But yeah, just great times.
The double metal Eagles.
That's right. Watch out.
Overall, I'm not going to try and talk through all of this stuff, but
we're just missing Anastasio.
We'll see how this voiceover thing goes. Here, after the Roasta Mesa, some of these clips kind of scattered around, but we went to this with Jesse Little Wolf BMX, took me to this place, TK Burger, and I had to represent for Phil, 5150 BMX sticker. There's also like a cult sticker on there. Here's my boy from La Quinta, Connor. I had a couple of the La Quinta locals come out. That was Connor's first lap. Again, this footage bounces around, but this is Sage getting most roast for female riders. She absolutely killed it. Her and Little Wolf representing. Little Wolf was actually there for Bloom, which I'll talk more about later. It's the homie Cruz. Dude, I love this guy, bro. Stoke levels through the roof. So originally they were going to give most stoke to Jamo BMX, dude, this little ripper, the future BMX. But he took off early, so I have some prizes I got to get to him. And we gave most roast to Cruz.
He's got the best
I think it's Cruz.
Cruz gets the most stoke award for coming out here just having fun, man.
And Juan and Murph really did an amazing job with this event. Hopefully if you missed it, there'll be some good footage coming out. Right here we got the over-under contest. These guys went 3 deep. Craziest. That was actually the dude. This dude, he was insane. I'm so sad I'm forgetting his name right now, but he had the best car of the weekend, and he was just absolutely ripping. Here's a good, I think this is actually Connor's first lap, but yeah, there's just so much. Hopefully there's some good breakdown videos. Samar will have a good one with STF. Scott Town with Gray Stoke will have a good one. There's my boy Dylan. Bloom, like I said, they did twice. Bloom at the girls' event, it's my boy Matt Diggs. Bloom at the girls' event had Kate representing for them, getting footage, which is great. I'm so thankful and happy that Bloom is getting all this footage with these like satellite interviewers. They had Jess covering this event, but so good, man. Matt got the best clip I got all day. Matt posted. I was so hyped. Look at that.
Baby.
Bunch of money,
Come out of your account?
bunch of great gifts.
Actually, yeah, that one did.
Oh wait, that one did?
That one did.
We got the beer on deck.
Juan is the
fat tire
man,
come
dude.
through.
It's
Got the
stressful
roller
putting on
cooler.
these events, but these guys handle it.
Got to show your
Great.
ID, kids.
Can't wait for the next one. Here we got a little Max Vu action, dude. Max was there representing. Epic BMX was a sponsor. They had a bunch of great sponsors this year. Table Lords, Fast and Loose, Fat Tire, Vans. Just so many great sponsors, man. FTE, I think S&M Fit.
Yeah.
It's a bunch of real legit big sponsors. This bowl is too much fun too, by the way. It's like big but not too big. It's got the perfect deep end quarter look right there. Boom. Keith Hartwell. This dude is used to going up straight up in the air. And one of my favorite riders, Cole Volker, just killing it. We were going to do the over under, me and Cole, and then Larry Edgar came in with Nick Tellas and stole our line. Yeah, I'm calling you out, Larry. But no, once you see their over under, you'll understand that's why me and Cole didn't even bother doing it. Gilbert was ripping the pocket air contest. Pocket air contest was insane. It was like Larry, Gilbert, Preston O'Kerr, a couple others just absolutely destroying the pockets. I think he got like 19-foot pocket air or something like that. It was crazy. But it's the boy Murph over there. Oh yeah, Tucker was killing it. Tucker had probably one of the best one-handed tabletops I've ever seen. This is Scotttown with Gray Stoke just ripping. Samar getting all the footy. Yeah, and you know when it's an event when your boys there, dude. Fucking Dustin O'Rem, dude. You know it's a legit event if Dustin O'Rem is there. We had Vish on the mic, just killing it. Not on the mic, excuse me, on the turntables, just killing it all day and all night at the after party. He's playing the best stuff. That dude Bert, his name's not actually Bert, but they call him Bert, and he was just killing it. I got a bunch of footage of Keith because I just love how effortless he rides. Dude, look at that little just fucking chill little table tap or deck check, tire slider. All the homies. Alex was there. You know Alex was there. Alex was the only one to beat me to the park. Well, him and Manny, I think they slept there, dude. It was crazy. Alex is always the first one there and the last one to leave. Look at that. That's just like a chill air for Keith, dude. Just chilling, bro. If I could do a foot or two air, I'd be stoked, bro. Keith's used to riding big stuff, the 420 trails.
Dope.
You know, if you've ever seen them in person, they're probably the scariest dirt jumps
Keith.
I've ever seen.
And he gave me
I
the
thought he was
fist
gonna
bump,
leave me
dude. If I
hanging.
didn't get the fist bump there, that whole clip would have been fucking shot. Yeah.
Yeah. Who else we got? Oh, my boy Fremen was out there ripping for the 40 and over crowd. Shit, Fremen, he's been through a lot, man. We talked a lot this weekend. It was
what's
good stuff.
up,
Samar got
yeah?
some laps. Jaden, Sherpa came and
first
just
dude here.
absolutely dominated.
The man
This is
himself.
Juan getting a lap on Alex's bike, just trying to
Alex's
figure
bike.
out the best
Dude, he's got to check the pocket air.
where to mark the pockets at early in the morning. Unfortunately, this might have been his only lap, but hey, you got to get the wheels in the crete, you know.
Look at this. 9 puppies.
Oh, this was sick, dude. This lady had 9 puppies. I thought
9
she was going to
Chihuahuas
like, give
and
them
a
away. She's
beagle.
like, nope, they're all mine. They all had collars.
Oh, that's cool.
That was
Hey,
not
you're
the
inside
dad,
with
but these
us.
are all Chihuahua puppies, dude. 9 of them running around without a leash. It was total chaos, total insanity. My boy Dylan, I was so stoked that they got these guys out there. Dylan, we've been watching him ride since he learned how to ride a bike. He was like a scooter kid, and then we got him on a sick little setup. And now he's just rips. Yeah, bro. So yeah, it was really cool. There was a bunch of people there, a bunch of stuff going on. You know, the jam was insane, and here's the after party. I don't know if Dougie's mom sent him that photo, and I guess it was a real photo, but it was so funny, dude. He's got like the same hair he's got now as a baby. Here we're at the after party, Costa Mesa. James Murph is in a band called Disintegrate, which is legit, dude. I love it. Everybody was having so much fun. It was crazy. It's James Murphy. It's Killian McGinnis and Brock Rayford, and then the other homie, Kurt or something like that. I keep forgetting this guy's name, but he was really good. I met his dad. That's Killian's sister right there. That's a dangerous person. You don't want to mess with a girl that's walking around with her hands behind her back just waiting for somebody to start shit. Because she will mess you up, dude. Little Wolf was in there with her girlfriend. Yeah, good times, man. Little Wolf's going to do an edit too, I think. Looking forward to that. You know, it was a great family event earlier in the day, and then even this was fun. But, you know, like Larry Edgar's out there with the kids, and Preston Oker's out there with his girlfriend. It's just great time. Yeah, Disintegrate, man. Go look them up on Spotify. They're on Instagram. Great BMX music for clips. Dude, it got wild in there, I'm not gonna lie. Your boy was having fun, dude. What do you think? Head tattoos? I mean, I'm bald. Maybe I should just get a whole head tattoo. Might be the answer, right? Dude, Killian's ripping, man. I can't wait. Killian's going to be back on the bike soon. He had a wrist injury. Those are ones that are weird because it's just a little bone, but you got to get them healed up right. The next day, this is Sunday. Kept it going. Riding with Stephen Mack, Lumpy, Stephen Mack's kids and his nephews. Started off at DHS in the morning, one of my favorite skate parks, and finished off the day with another local, Nathan, here at La Quinta. Had to show the boys from out of town, La Quinta. This is my boy Adolfo. This is his son, Adolfo. Adolf's my homie. And his son Rips, too. Brand new dad, 2-month-old father. Another clip of Nathan ripping. This guy's gotten so good. He took some time off the bike and just got back into it. And it's sick because you see these kids when they start to learn and they start to do tricks, and then, you know, they're like a little sketchy, but then all of a sudden they start getting super smooth and steezy and like developing their own style. And that's where Nathan's at right now. He's just getting his own style going. It's my boy Lumpy. This dude is incredible. He's working on a non-profit BMX facility in Texas. Hit him up if you know anybody that can help. He also is like really great. He gets kids on bikes and helps support the scene. The dude's an absolute legend. Got this clip for me, a little manual clip on the 14.5 back end Metal Eagle. That's pretty much it, man. I hope you guys enjoyed some of this footage. I'll do a little intro and outro here.